Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bill. So I am going to show you some fishing gear that I picked up, and surprisingly it took me a moment to realize I needed to prep these kind of things because I just wasn't thinking about fishing as much. But the reality is I live less than half a mile, half a kilometer from the largest freshwater freshwater lake in the Philippines. It's a huge lake. It's full of fish. So if there's ever a time or a need that I have to forage or someone has to go out and get food, I can send someone out there to fish. Now, I mentioned once before, I'm not a pro angler. I haven't fished since I lived in Montana, and I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on gear because you know me, I'm as thrifty as I can be when it comes to finding the right kind of fish gear and stuff. So stand by 1 second. I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'll show you the prices. All right, I'm going to try to do this holding my handheld. So before I get into the actual kit itself, I did get some accessories. So I picked up some cheap bobber floats, and this is kind of stuff, I don't even know if they're useful anymore, but it's what I remember from when I was a Boy Scout and how I used to fish. I'd throw a line out in a lake and I'd let this kind of bob on the water with the lead. And then when I see it moving around, I crank it in. I did pick up, again, on sale. Everything I do is pretty much on sale. Let me set my camera down here for you. Maybe I can help you a little bit here. All right, so what I got here is a tiny, let me back up, fishnet. Now, the reason I got this is because I remember as a kid when I was fishing that even though we would get the fish, we almost always seemed to have a problem with the fish getting it out of the water without the hook being pulled out or the line breaking, right? So having a little net that's foldable and collapsible was something I wanted to get, and honestly, I didn't think about it until I saw that it was on sale. I picked up 4 or 5 of these little fake worm things because this lake does it is surrounded by agricultural, right? So there's a lot of worms that are in the water and stuff. So the fish are really pretty good about going after the worms. And I picked up this little kit here. Now this kit just contains some additional hooks, some sinkers, and other connectors. It's a nice little case. It was extremely cheap. The price will be right there. And I just wanted to make sure I had an additional set of hooks and things. So I got that as well. Now, an interesting thing I saw online, and again, it was on sale, so these will be priced right here. But I bought 2 of these fish crawdad crab traps, and what they look like, and they come with some string, but they look like this. And then I'm going to see if I can show you this here. Basically, you pull this, and it snaps, and what you end up with is this 6-hole fish trap. Now the material seems to be pretty weak, and I have a feeling that there's going to be some repair work and stuff needed done. I'm not sure that the smaller fish can't escape back out of here because the hole's pretty big as well. However, I can bait this and I can just drop it right off the shore, come back, check it in 24 hours, and the probability of crawdad, small lake crab that we do have out here, and or some fish might be there. And again, those are very cheap. Now the whole meat of everything I bought was this kit, and let me unzip it with 2 hands here real quick. Now this is a mid-level fishing kit. I like it because it came with this bag. Now I like it because it came with this carry case, and the carry case actually has room to carry other things. So it has in it, now this was extra, I bought this extra. This is 200 fishing hooks of various sizes. But again, like I said, it fits inside here, so I like that. And then, let's see if I can turn it this way. Maybe you can see what I got going on. I also picked up additional small kit here. Now this kit contains some more of the same. It's lines, lures, leads of different sizes, bigger hooks, and some bigger sinkers here. So I didn't want to have to go around and look for all this kind of stuff if I was fishing. And I remember from fishing that you lose that stuff pretty regular when you don't successfully catch a fish. Now it came with one little thing of fish line. I do have some more on order, some different gauges and sizes, so I got that as well. The fish kit did come with a packet that has some lures. Now it looks like some green worms, some hooks, a couple brass sinkers. It's got 5 or 6 different lures there. So it does have some bigger lures. I'm not sure that these are going to work so much in the lake, but it came with the kit, so there it is. It came with what it's calling a stainless steel fish gripper. I really don't know what this is or how to use one. It came with the kit. Maybe comment below what this is for. I'm just going to set that aside as well. This kit also came with a fishing multi-tool. Now this is kind of neat. It's a pair of needle nose locking pliers, but it also has a line cutter. It has some grippers. It has different things that I'm assuming are going to be used when it's related to fishing. Maybe, you know, to help pull the hook out, because it has a little hook on the end here. Maybe when you got a fish on line, you can reach down in there and get your hook back out of its mouth. So that was kind of cool. I'm going to put this back in here. And it came with what I would consider a cheap reel. Nothing fancy about this reel at all. So, I mean, other than the coloring. It is some kind of metal, and it has all the things you'd expect a fishing reel to have. You can tension the line. You can modify that however you want. And that's the reel, right? So it will work in a pinch. You know, we all know we don't need a reel to fish, but it sure makes it easier when you're casting out far and pulling things in. Now the rod itself is folded up in a little bag here. And let's see if the camera's still showing you. It looks like it is 1, 2, 3, a 4-piece. So we got 4 pieces here. We obviously have the part where the fishing reel attaches here. So the reel will be there. We got an extra little grip pull. Let's see, I got it upside down here. So that guy just kind of slides in there. Now these guys do come with a few eyelets already, as you can see. Now this isn't a very long pole, I can tell already, just because the fact that there's only 4 little segments in here. Remember, this is a little starter fishing set made primarily for when I need to prep and go survive and forage. Now what's interesting, now did I miss a rod here? Oh, I did. So it's a 5-piece set, all right. I did miss one here. Let me see if I can get it out of the bag. There we go. And I noticed this because this tip here was kind of loose. So it is a 5-piece set here. Yeah, that fits in there much nicer. And then the little guy will go there. All right, so I'm standing it up. It is probably a 6-foot long pole. Again, not the most expensive in the world, but definitely something that is usable when I need to go forage and fish for food. Now I know this is not the perfect angler kit for sure. It's definitely not the cheapest one out there. I kind of really liked it mostly because it has a really nice case for storage, and there's pockets, if you can see them, inside here where it stores everything. So it's kind of nice so that I can add all my additional stuff that I picked up and just go ahead and keep it all in one case. So with the exception of the crab net, this stuff can easily be taken down, you know, and carried out and I can go out and do some fishing. Or, you know, in my case, I can send someone out to go do some fishing. But like I said, it's a neat little kit. It's got everything kind of all contained. Yeah, so it's a fishing kit, right? Now again, I probably wouldn't have bought a fishing kit if I lived in the mountains or something. And you know, I'm not bugging out, I'm bugging in, so I got room for gear. And I live so close to a lake, it doesn't make sense not to take a time to prep for some means to fish if I ever had to fish, because it's literally a 10-minute walk, if that, down to the edge of the water. Now, you know, people fish this lake every single day and sell the fish every single morning. That's we get fresh tilapia and some other fish out here. So there is fish in that lake. There's large commercial fish farms on that lake as well. So there's tons of fish out there. And at the end of the day, it's the foraging side for food of what I can do out here. Obviously the fruits are out here, the coconut, banana, pineapple, mangoes, all this stuff is growing out here all over the place, as well as a bunch of other vegetables, because I am in a farming community. But there's no hunting out here. I mean, I might catch a random stray chicken or something every once in a while, but I'm not like I'm out in the mountains or something where there's deer and boar and other things to hunt, squirrel even, right? I haven't even seen a squirrel in the Philippines. But this is my fishing kit. I don't know that I'll make or expand it too much more. If you guys have any comments or advice, let me know. I'm about 2 hours away from the ocean, so I wasn't concerning myself with ocean fishing type gear. This is more shoreline lake fishing, and you know, it wasn't expensive, so I was able to put things in my wish list, wait till they were on sale, and all the prices for everything I bought will be, I don't know, I'll give you a total here of everything in one shot, and then I'll try to link everything to where I found it and or bought it below. So once again, more preps, more stuff I got, and I just keep stacking. I hope you guys are stacking gear, food, water, electric, whatever you guys need to stack. I hope you guys are stacking it and learning how to use this stuff. I still have a lot of gear that came in. I'm still learning, like the radios and some other things. But the key thing is I have the gear and I can learn in a pinch when needed versus trying to find and source this stuff when you can't. If you like this video, smash that like button. If you're new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed, check out my videos. Hopefully there's stuff here you like, and make sure you hit that notify button so you can be notified when I post new content. Once again, I thank everyone for watching what I'm doing. I know there's a lot of channels out there that you could be watching, and I appreciate that you spent 12 minutes of your time and watched to the very end of this video. All right, guys, be safe.